And welcome to MTG Grinders. We're here with some game day from Dragons of Tarkir matches, aren't we, Trent?
We sure are.
We were invited down to
Bacchus
Marsh, thanks very much. And basically we're looking at round one here, which is Ronan on the left with the MTG Grinders playmat there, versus Carlo on the right. Now Carlo is just a young player. He's only been playing for a small amount of time, but no matter your age, height, demeanour, sex, race, or anything like that, if you want to play Magic, we'll try and put you on camera.
Yeah, for sure. So these are two local players from Bacchus Marsh, two locals for the Game Traders store. I got the privilege of playing against Ronan, and he has some very nice lands and some very, very nice cards in his deck. As we see, Carlo lead with a 0-4 exploit. What's that guy called?
Well, being a brand new player, we don't see the normal cards, I suppose, that one might see at game day. But that leads to some interesting sort of situations, I believe.
Yeah, the triple island, the triple island 0-0 the defenses are surely up against the Mardu list. He may have an idea as to what is going on from Ronan's side of the field, so getting those guys down.
But even Ronan has to pick up the card and have a quick look.
Yeah.
But at this point in time, we believe it's just a 0-4 wall, isn't it?
It's a 0-4 wall that can exploit, and I'm pretty sure if you exploit it, you return a creature card from back to its owner's hand.
Sure.
I'm pretty sure there's a rare a hill giant that does very similar.
Yep.
Although it returns each creature with toughness less than the exploited creature.
Yep. And the Mardu list getting off to a pretty slow start here, coming out with the third turn Soulfire Grandmaster.
Yeah, it's generally not typically what you see with Mardu. Mardu generally tries to be more on the aggressive side from the most thought, as we see Carlo go for Ujutai's Breath and then opt against it. Cracks the Evolving Wilds in the end step, maybe? Puts his land face down, shuffles his deck. Yep, gets his island.
Now, that island should have come into play tapped.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is that right?
Absolutely.
So, a small play mistake by Ronan there.
Yeah.
Sorry, by Carlo.
Yeah, by Carlo. Evolving Wild strictly states that the land comes into the battlefield tapped. So yeah, that card should be, well, that land should definitely be on the battlefield, as Carlo takes 3 from a lightning strike, and Ronan will gain 3
from the Soulfire Grandmaster.
Oh, it's beautiful. She's a lovely card. She's very finesse card.
Because she has lifelink herself.
Oh, yeah.
But not only that, each sorcery has an instant has lifelink,
and you can buy cards back.
And you can buy it back. So
yep.
Very, very powerful, that little young lady.
Yeah, I've had quite a bit of experience with the new card myself, and yeah, I found it quite prominent. Especially in this list, the ability to go late and buy back Crackling Dooms and buy back Stoke Tap Out with your Holding Outburst, Stoke the Flames and stuff, gaining a lot of life. And there's another one.
Here's another lightning strike straight to the dome, bypassing those 0-4 walls.
Yeah, the 0-4s. I'm not sure if I don't think they're defenders. They're just 0-4s, but yeah.
We'll try and figure out exactly what they are in just a minute for you guys.
Is that a third lightning strike? I believe that was a third.
There's certainly a Crackling Doom. I know that Ronan plays 3 Crackling Doom. It's in his deck.
You had the pleasure of meeting them.
I had the pleasure of meeting all 3 of them in the one game.
We see Ancient Carp enter the battlefield.
Now there's a dude.
There is a bro.
2/5.
2/5 vanilla.
He's got a big fat ass on him, that Ancient Carp.
He is actually in the Khans of Tarkir storyline as well.
Yeah?
Perched over a bonfire being cooked in the card, Feed the Clan.
There you
actually,
go.
So...
And that carp can certainly attack into that Soulfire Grandmaster.
Absolutely. Ooh, but not no more. Crackling Doom comes down.
And he's going to have to sacrifice the...
no, not the Ancient Carp.
The carp there.
The carp will go down, and
Ronan quickly goes to 30 life.
And Carlo goes to 9, and we see not the most amount of action going on in Carlo's hand. I see Ujutai's Breath. Is it Skywise Teachings and one other card, I believe.
And I think I can see a Hero's Downfall and another Crackling Doom over in Ronan's hand there
I see
as well.
Beautiful unhinged planes.
Mm.
It was very nice. I said I had the privilege of playing against this deck, and yeah, there was some very nice land. As a second Crackling Doom comes in,
And he's just going to do this on pure destructive power.
yeah, just getting in with the power of damage spells. I'm surprised he's not attacking with the Soulfire. He suffers no drawback. He's on
At least to gain that life.
32 life, and yeah, it's 2 life every turn. Even if the wall blocks it, he's still gaining 2 life. So DC's faithful.
Excellent. So 0-4 wall with the exploit, and as you said, returns a creature to the hand when you do the exploit trigger.
It is not a wall. It is a Naga Wizard.
All right, sorry about that.
So you could have some sweet command attack with this guy being a wizard,
Being a wizard.
fugitive wizard, and Sidis is faithful. 2 wizards to have come out lately to add to that already potent wizard deck.
Is the Siege Tower blue? I don't think it's blue, is
Doran.
it? Doran?
Doran
No,
is
it's not blue.
colours, man.
Well, we can't play with Doran.
There's a Monastery Mentor.
Coming in now, he's coming in for the 2, gaining the 2 life, obviously blocking with the Faithful there.
Interesting that Kylo's not using that Ujutai's Breath, not tapping a guy down with the rebound there to maybe get the double trigger. Obviously, Kylo's got no power on the board going forward, but just maybe, I suppose it's probably better to wait on it to stem the tide, as we see Gurmag Drowner, I'm pretty sure, the 2/4 for 4 with Exploit, sacrifice creature, and you get Forbidden Alchemy.
Nice.
Yeah, it's quite an interesting card. Very strong, limited pick.
Sure, and Cullo certainly has to try and find an answer here somewhere.
Yeah, what do you typically look for in a modern mono blue list? I suppose we'll call it a budget. We'll call it a budget list.
Budget mono blue list. I think you're looking for Reality Shift at this point in time. Maybe the new one from Dragon's Archaea that turns it into a 0/2.
Reducing stature.
Reducing stature.
Sure.
Encase and Ice wouldn't work in this place.
No.
Possibly the other one that taps it and you can't use any abilities. And it has 6 to untap.
A Singing Bell Strike.
Singing Bell Strike, that's
sure.
it. So possibly that's what he's looking for to try and stifle down that Soulfire Grandmaster there.
We actually had a bit of a chat about both those cards on our webpage.
Oh, we most certainly
Case and Ice versus Singing Bell Strike.
Yep, as our card battle number 1. And here's a card that I certainly like. Jutai's Exemplar. He's very high on this card.
He's a bro. It's a... I'm not even sure what that card is. It's one of the dragons.
That's one of the uncommon dragons, is it?
Yeah, I think it's the 4/4 flyer for 6. I'm not entirely sure as to which this one does. It might have the... No. Icefall Regent has the Frost Titan.
Yeah, it's certainly not Icefall Regent. That only costs 5.
Yeah.
But I can see an Utter End in Ronan's hand as well that he's drawn in the meantime.
Utter End, quite a potent card. In any matchup, actually. It's very, very versatile. Maybe a little too slow for like the mono red beatdown list, but outside of that, it's actually quite a good card.
And I can see these Exemplars coming over to do some beats.
Oh yeah,
soon.
Exemplar's got a lot of text, and there's a roast to get rid of our 2/4 Gurmag Drowner.
Also gaining 5
life. We'll be on 40 very soon, I think.
There's a bit of a combo for you.
39.
We're going to need more dice soon.
Trigger, as Ronan puts his triggers on the stack and probably announces as to how he wants to go about attacking this turn.
Looking for that token there with Persist.
Carlo, I should say, is on 7, so he's in a rough spot right now.
So do you attack with the Exemplars here? Have you given it first strike? And lifelink?
I assume so. I can't see why you wouldn't.
Yep. Coming in for 4, I would say first strike and lifelink damage here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep. Against the 3/3 dragon.
Yeah, I think you can't really block it. It's not a favourable block. I do like Exemplars when you get to untap with the card.
Sure.
Unfortunately, it's double white, so it dies to ultimate price. Of
Yep.
Probably one of the best removal spells to date, as well as downfall and things like that. So it's a little clunky, but yeah, like I said, it's kind of like a Monastery Mentor in the ways. If you get to untap with that card, it's just absurd.
Well, I think once we go back to Zendikar, you'll see less of ultimate price because of colourless creatures.
Because of 12 and 13 costing big dudes.
Well, there might be smaller dudes that are colourless.
Okay. You say so.
You don't have to rely just on those.
No. We have Tajim Strike, I believe. 2/0 unblockable rebound. Although we can't really tell. No, that says Enchantment Aura underneath it, so I'm not entirely sure as to what it is. You see the Gurmag Profaner, the card that I was actually talking about before. The Hill Giant with
right.
exploit. I don't think he chooses to exploit.
And we're tapping down something here now as well.
The Soul Fire, and we're going to come in. Come in for 4 by the looks of it.
Start working on that 43 life total.
Yeah, it seems like a very, very steep battle.
I can't really see a way out of this for Carlo, unfortunately.
I think he might be just dead on board now.
Yep.
That Soulfire Grandmaster is not supposed to untap, as Ujta's Breath is a Frost Breath with rebound, so that card should not untap in your next upkeep.
However, I think we're going to see the other end here.
Okay. And, he does have the Glint, but unfortunately he doesn't have the mana to pay for it, which would be, well, it would help. Let's just say it would help.
It's most certainly would. Giving first strike and lifelink to the Exemplars as well, and we've got some
Prowess.
Tokens coming in, and I think that's going to do more than 3 damage and take us through to game number 2.
I'm pretty sure Carlo picks up his cards here and says, yep, okay,
yep,
I can't do anything.
There we go, and we'll be back with game number 2 very soon.